Thank you.
Index journal. An indexed journal is one that is indexed in various databases depending on the discipline. Indexation of a journal is considered a reflection of its quality. Indexed journals are considered to be of higher scientific quality as compared to non-indexed journals. Index Medicus. For a long time, Index Medicus has been the most comprehensive index of medical scientific journal articles. It is being published since 1879. Over the years, many of the other popular indexation services have been developed. These include ISI, Medline, PubMed, Embase, Scopus, EBSCO, then Scirus, among many others. There are various regional and national versions of Index Medicus, such as African Index Medicus. The Institute for Scientific Information, ISI. The Institute of Scientific Information was founded by Eugene Garfield in 1960. It was acquired by Thomson Scientific and Healthcare in 1992 and became known as Thomson ISI. ISI, or the Institute for Scientific Research, offered bibliographic database services. It maintains citation databases covering thousands of academic journals, including a continuation of its long-time print-based indexing service, the Science Citation Index, or SCI. This database allows a researcher to identify which articles have been cited most frequently and who has cited them. The database provides submeasures of the academic input of the papers indexed in it and may increase their impact by making them more visible and providing them with a quality level. Medline. Medline is another important database in medical literature. Medline is free and articles indexed in this database are more likely to be cited. Journals indexed in Medline but not in ISI are usually easier for publication. PubMed. PubMed is a free search engine assessing primarily the Medline database of references and abstracts on life sciences and biomedical topics. It ushered in an era of private, free, home and office-based Medline searching. The research center for PubMed is United States National Library of Medicine, NLM. Its release date was January 1996. Website is www.ncbi.nlm.nih.gov/PubMed/. PubMed was offered free to public starting in June 1997. Contents of PubMed. PubMed provides quality control in scientific publishing. Only journals that meet PubMed's scientific standards are indexed. In addition to Medline, PubMed provides access to: number 1, older references from the print version of Index Medicus back to 1951 and earlier, references to some journals before they were indexed in Index Medicus and Medline, for instance, Science, BMJ, and Annals of Surgery. BMJ is British Medical Journal. Very recent entries to records for an article before it is indexed with medical subject headings and added to Medline. And lastly, a collection of books available full text and other subsets of NLM records. PubMed is for biomedicine, but ISI is for science, social science, arts and humanities. ISI means Institute for Scientific Information. Scopus. Journals indexed only in Scopus and not in Medline or ISI are the easiest for publishing. Such journals may be Iranian Journal of Nuclear Medicine and others. Impact factor. The impact factor or IF of an academic journal is a measure reflecting the average number of citations to recent articles published in that journal. Impact factor is frequently used as a proxy for the relative importance of a journal within its field, with journals with higher impact factors deemed to be more important than those with lower ones. The impact factor was devised by Eugene Garfield, the founder of the Institute for Scientific Information. Impact factors are calculated yearly starting from 1975 for those journals that are indexed in the journal citation reports. Impact factor has been criticized for manipulation and incorrect application. There are multiple factors that could bias the calculation of the impact factor. The multiple factors that could bias the calculation of the impact factor include coverage and language preference of the database, procedures used to collect citations, algorithm used to calculate the impact factor, citation, distribution of journals, online availability of publication, preference of journal publishers for articles of a certain type, and possibility of exertion of influence from journal editors. A journal's impact factor for a particular year is calculated by dividing the total number of times its articles were cited during the 2 previous years, that is this one, by the total number of citable articles in the journal during those 2 years. Using this formula, that is division, we get a journal's impact factor for a particular year. Impact factor is not available for all indexed journals. In fact, not all journals indexed, even in Index Medicus or Medline or PubMed, are indexed in the Thomson Reuters journal citation reports. Similarly, not all journals indexed in Thomson Reuters journal citation reports and consequently have an impact factor are listed in Index Medicus or PubMed or Medline. Now, International Serial Standard Number or simply ISSN. ISSN or International Serial Standard Number is a unique 8-digit number used to identify a periodical publication at a specific media type. ISSN is internationally accepted as a fundamental identifier for distinguishing between identical serial titles and facilitating checking and ordering procedures, collection management, legal deposit, interlibrary loans, etc. When a periodical is published with the same content in two or more different media, a different ISSN is assigned to each media type. In particular, the print and electronic media types named print ISSN or PISSN and electronic ISSN or EISSN. Print ISSN, PISSN, PISSN or electronic ISSN, E-ISSN or simply EISSN. If a periodical or journal has been assigned with an ISSN, it does not mean it is an international publication. ISSN is a number that identifies periodicals worldwide, whether in printed form or other media, including online. It does not denote the level of coverage, connectivity, and circulation of the journal. A list of major international journals around the world is available on ejournals.org. ejournals.org is the most honored and trusted source, which dates back to Sir Timothy John Berners-Lee, who was, we all know, he was the inventor of World Wide Web. Thank you, Sir Timothy John Berners-Lee, for giving us www or World Wide Web. Code format. The code format of ISSN is an 8-digit code divided by a hyphen into 4-digit numbers. As an integer number, it can be represented by the first 7 digits. The last code digit, which may be 0 to 9 or an X or it is a Roman 10, is a check digit. Formally, the general form of the ISSN code, also named ISSN structure or ISSN syntax, can be expressed as follows. So you can say NNNN-NNNC, where N can be a set from 0 to 9, a digit character, and C, it can range from 0 to 9, then Roman 10. This is a Roman 10, okay? So this 4 number, then there is a hyphen, then also 4 number, but the last of this 4 number, it can range from 0 to 9 and then Roman 10, and the initial 7 numbers ranges only from 0 to 9. Okay, so this is a code format of this number. Okay, this portion is title ISSN, this is check digit, this is issue number, this is the publication type, ISSN without check digit, this one, edition variant. Okay, this is check digit. Okay, this image has been taken from Wikipedia. Okay, code assignment. ISSN codes are assigned by network of ISSN national centers, usually located at national libraries and coordinated by the ISSN International Center based in Paris. The International Center is an intergovernmental organization created in 1974 through an agreement between UNESCO and the French government. The International Center maintains a database of all ISSNs assigned worldwide. The ISDS register, that is International Serials Data System, otherwise known as ISSN register. Now, at the end of 2013, that is at the end of year 2013, it was seen that the ISSN register contained records for 1749 and 971 items. Okay, that is 1,749 and 971 items. Now these are my references. Research is to see what everybody else has seen and to think what nobody else has thought. These famous lines were said by the Nobel Prize winner of 1937, Albert Saint Georgi. So one should be always he or she should have a research oriented mind. We must analyze things as far as we can. So this is Heemanshu Shekhar Gogoi. Thanks and Namaskar. And you are watching Namaskar Physiology. So during this time of pandemic of COVID, I humbly request you all to stay in your home. Don't roam here and there. Just stay in your home. Be safe. Think of your parents. Think of your relatives. Think of your near and dear ones. And remember, be always hopeful. Thank you.